was an afternoon filled with wind. The white curtain fluttered gently, revealing the texture of time. Even after you left, the window still faced the same direction. A strange song played on the radio, and I just sat there absent-minded. But the curtain kept on moving as if nothing had ever happened, or perhaps as if it knew everything. I looked at the backrest of the chair where you last sat, and suddenly it struck me this afternoon was far too quiet. This afternoon with white curtains swaying says everything without a word. Your seat remains empty and the breeze keeps brushing past it. That subtle movement was enough to shake me. I closed my eyes for a moment. Inside my eyelids, your silhouette paused briefly before fading. The sunlight followed that shadow and slowly stretched longer across the floor. Memory speaks nothing, time offers no explanation, so this afternoon must speak in their place. The curtain, the wind, and me. Even after you left, I still look toward the curtain, as if some part of you is still there. The curtain stilled, the sunlight slipped away, but the afternoon within me continues to sway. At first, it was just a passing smell, but strangely all of a sudden I remembered your last goodbye. You always added cinnamon to your latte. Who knew such a small habit would turn into something I meant? Your hello, harried by the scent of coffee. I could hear it even though no words were said. A warm greeting my heart recognized before my mind did. I thought I'd forgotten flowed quietly across the steaming cup and sat with me uninvited. between the two hands wrapped around the cup. The still breeze soaked in slowly. The air you left behind stayed unchanged. Time quietly mourns everything away. But this end, it followed you back to me. So gently it made longing seem weightless. The hello I've been waiting for in one corner of my heart finally arrived this morning, carried in the gentlest way. A sip of coffee and your voice within, familiar yet not too distant. Once again it asks me how I've been. That sense speaks softly and clearly. Memories scatter so easily. Maybe they're too light or simply too old. They appear suddenly, then slip away without a trace. The music keeps turning itself down. The sound is still there, but my heart no longer follows. It's no longer just background, but something sinking slowly deep inside. I'm still sitting here, but the memories have already left. The music drifts lower, farther, fading before my heart even realizes. Memories scatter, music sings, and I, left behind, say nothing, just hold the weight of it all in my lap. Isn't that what sorrow truly is? Outside, it had grown dim. The air in the room didn't need to speak to be understood somewhere. A melody you once loved began again. I don't stop the song not to remember you, but to avoid forgetting myself. Memories brush past me, music keeps flowing downward, and between the two I quietly catch my breath when everything else is gone. Only one thing remains in the sinking music, still drifting softly. a trace of you within me. My hands around the cup, the warmth still lingering. Old thoughts quietly began to rise. The first time we sat face to face, it was a rainy afternoon. Our gazes met inside that small teacup. You stirred the spoon without a word. It was such a simple motion then. Now even that scene gently aches inside me. So many memories in one teacup. I can't take a single sip today. Before my lips even touch it, my heart starts to tremble. Would you remember this scent? The silence we once shared. In that warm stillness we truly existed. A chilly breeze brushes past the window. Still, I can't bring myself to empty this cup. Lately, I just look at it instead of drinking. It used to be just any ordinary tea, but today the leaves' aroma feels unusually vivid. Back then, silence was enough. In that quiet time, I felt closest to you. Between lifting the cup and setting it down, our whole season passed by. Even when longing cools, the scent remains. And in this cup, you're still here. Just staring out the window when I stopped. It was the first snow, like your voice when you first called my name, gentle without words. Whenever I think of you, winter feels deeper. Even if the snow doesn't settle, your memory quietly layers itself somewhere inside my chest. I whispered your name, but it only circled I place my own feet where yours might have been, and stand there just to remember. I wait for you, or rather, I remember you. And the difference between waiting and remembering is barely the pace of falling snow. The snow doesn't answer, it simply seeps quietly into my heart. The first snow, just like you, falls again, and once more today I say nothing. I just watch it fall. With a heart that still calls your name. The wind placed its hand on the window, and the warmth it left behind brushed across my heart. An old cafe, a familiar seat, a heart quietly sat by the window, watching the world go by. Among the backs of passers-by, it searched for a familiar stride. No one noticed, but that heart had stayed there a long while. Some days feel like you don't need words to understand everything, like longing resting on a coffee cup. The heart by the window was speaking in silence, even as the tea cooled, even as time moved on. That heart didn't budge, as if waiting for someone. One empty chair, a trace of faded laughter, still quietly lingered on the seat. Someone's heart always faces the window, gently embracing the things that remain as the season drift away. Even now in this moment, that heart is still sitting by the window, like a quiet feeling we've all once left behind. That silent heart. Today it felt even clearer through the cafe window. I too quietly looked on. was it you said that day? I don't quite remember the exact words, but it was snowing and somehow everything you said felt okay. We trailed off at the end of sentences, our expressions clumsy. There were long pauses, but the snow wrapped around us, around you and me. Maybe snow is more honest than words as it falls. It seems to whisper it's alright on a snowy day. Any words will do, even if they're awkward or unclear. If there was a heart behind them, a simple will to reach me, I could accept them all. That day you tried to understand me, and I tried to forgive you. The words weren't enough, but I believe our hearts drew closer anyway. Looking back, the most beautiful thing wasn't a single phrase, but the air that passed between us, between those scattered words. In the snowfall, we shared more heart than language, and that was enough. On a snowy day, any words were okay, because the heart was there. And in that snow, we quietly held each other. A faint guitar sound drifts in through the window. It's the exact song from years ago, quietly returning like an autumn afternoon. Memories I thought had gone out light up again with just one note. Remember how much we love this song. Before I even speak it, my eyes are already wet. Where was I, with whom? What expression did I wear when I last heard this song? How can it come back so clearly, brushing against my heart like a familiar breeze? Like old music I hear again, lips, those small things start playing again in this season, as if nothing happened, shaking everything inside me. With a melody from the radio, I recall my outfit, the sunlight that day, and your silence. Even the moments I try to forget, kneel down before an old song. Memories arrive like music, a little late, but always certain. Yes, hearing it again won't bring back our love, but even so, my heart becomes a silent song once more. Sometimes I want to hear it again, that song holding everything inside, because to remember you, it still doesn't feel like such an old song. You spoke gently that day. On days like this, we need warm words. Instead of replying, I simply looked at your face, believing that was the warmest answer I could give. Outside, the first snow was falling. We poured a little bit of ourselves into each other's cups, choosing words that wouldn't melt, ones that wouldn't scatter with the wind. Looking back now, the conversation wasn't warm, it was more like white stillness. A day's conversation still falls like snow. From time to time, your words return to me, and I quietly read them all over again. I don't really remember what I said that day, but the one thing you said, I remember it like a snowflake. It's okay, just be here with me. Sometimes, even without speaking, the conversation continues. Your words left in the silence keep falling softly inside me. The conversation never truly ended, even more it continues quietly like snow. With your like snow. When did it start? This humming that bloomed from inside me. Not sadness, not joy, just a warm and quiet something. My heart had begun to move before I noticed. In an empty room, the tune I made spread softly. I didn't know the song, but it felt like it had always lived somewhere within me. If someone had heard me, maybe I would have felt shy. But in that moment between me and the world, there was only this one sound floating. When I hummed without knowing, maybe it was a sign I was getting better. A soft warm rhythm of life rising before any words did, even if no one noticed. It was truly me. No lyrics, barely a voice, but that melody circled inside me all day. No one else heard it, but I was singing to myself. Maybe sometimes the joy you can't explain finds its way into the heart first, and when it does, it's okay to just let it drift. I can't remember that hum now, but the peace I felt then still lingers inside me. Oh, when I hummed without knowing, that was the moment my heart sang before I could, and that was the truest part of me. The wind taps gently at the window while the coffee slowly cools. A piece of your words rises and sinks inside the cup. Since the day we sat here together, I've returned to the same seat every day. I drink in silence, chewing on the silence you left behind. Should I empty this cup or not? I keep hesitating with every always wanna leave a little behind. Even now, I still can't empty this coffee cup like an unsaid goodbye, like the place you might return to. The cup remains just as I left it. A breeze that had been sweeping through all morning suddenly stops at the edge of the table, and in that quiet pocket of air a forgotten name stirs. I wasn't thinking about you, not today, not anymore, but the wind pours, and so did my thoughts. That same cafe corner, that same half-full cup of memory I thought had dissolved, suddenly sits beside me again. What was it you said back then? I can't recall the words, but I remember how they felt, warm then cold then gone. The wind begins again, gently this time, but something has shifted. A faint story floats up like dust from an unopened book. Maybe not all things fade. Some stories only sleep until silence calls them back. I try to forget, but the wind remembered, and now so do I, even if just for a moment. The past wind moves on, but something remains, a forgotten story, no longer lost, just quiet. I sit by the window where you once smiled, beyond the fogged up glass. People on the street move quietly, as if time had paused just for this hour. You were saying something that day, I didn't quite understand your words, but I accepted your voice like falling snow. I tried to listen, even knowing it would melt like breath blown into a cup. Longing slowly rose and faded. Since that day I found myself drawn back to that same window. Through the foggy glass I remember your smile on the other side. Even when I can't see a thing, the warmth of that moment lingers. Before the first snow could fall, your laughter had already arrived. Now it's a quiet afternoon with no one around. I tried tracing your name on the window with my finger, but stop halfway, afraid I might cry. If I could meet you again, let it be by that same window. Even in silence I feel we'd recognize each other's warmth. The fog soon fades away and longing to becomes breath again. Blurring the glass once more with the memory of your smile. I draw you from across the table, even though the snow never came that day. Since then my heart has lived in winter. Steam lingered over the coffee cup while sunlight slowly poured in through the window. The radio wasn't even on, but somehow a song began to play. You and I sat in silence, the space between us filled more with breath than words, like a quiet tune that settled the heart. We rested inside that warmth. A breeze swayed the curtains and shadows danced with light on the table. That moment, it felt like a scene from an old film. That melody playing that day still echoes inside me now and then, like the warmth of air we once shared. Whenever the season returns, I hear that song again. Now it's all gone. The cafe, the chairs, even that exact corner. But the song still lingers in my memory, flowing just as warmly as it did that day. Words like love or goodbye were needed that afternoon. One song was all it took to fill the silence between us. I wonder if I could hear it again, the air of that day, your quiet gaze. Does this song still remember why we were together? The song was never truly gone, you weren't either. We just forgot for a while, but today, following the melody, I find myself walking back to you. I slowly wrote your name with the tip of my finger. The glass was cold, my hand trembled slightly, as if my heart was trying not to spill. The letters blurred almost instantly. It looked like longing melting down the window. A part of me wanted it to stay. Another part already knew it wouldn't. The name grew fainter and I couldn't say a word. I thought of calling it aloud before it disappeared, but my lips never moved. The name I wrote on the window blurred like longing itself. It wasn't a letter or a photograph, but it was the most honest record I had. Proof that I missed you. Before I knew it, the window cleared and the name was gone. That's when I realized longing only stays for a moment. Maybe we endured by writing names and erasing them again, and maybe only through those traces do we slowly begin to move on. disappears from my gaze. But in that moment, it was love undeniably. Before me, milk foam rising gently like a breath, and there, quietly drawn, a little shape of the heart. I look down at my latte, and there it was, soft curve like lips smiling, as if someone painted you into this morning. Even before sunlight touched the windows, what lit up my heart wasn't yesterday's thoughts or tomorrow's worries, but the comfort of this one quiet moment. Your smile right here, resting on the foam like a secret, too lovely to sip right away. I just looked and smiled with it, and in that smile I felt thankful to live today. This moment came like a coincidence, but turned out to be exactly what I needed. It seemed to whisper, it's okay, everything will be fine. When did it begin, I wonder? Your smile becoming the start of my day, just that one trace of gentleness made life feel a bit more bearable. Like a drawing on a latte, it might vanish quickly, but in that short moment it was truly you and truly me. Warmth stays behind like this, even when it fades, it lingers inside. And today again, with just your smile, I find enough reasons to smile too. was the music. I don't remember but one melody gently sank into my heart. In the space you left behind, it wasn't words but music. Someone had left a song playing, and that melody was slowly filling the room. I simply sat and listened as the song poured out everything I hadn't been able to express on my own. Before the snow ever fell, a warm song came down first. It wasn't comfort, it wasn't explanation, but somehow it felt like being understood. I hummed that melody to myself, thought of you within it. Neither crying nor smiling, I just leaned into the music for a while. Sometimes a song arrives before anyone else does, and understands me first. Maybe it wasn't just coincidence. Since the day that song fell, I haven't forgotten that melody. It became my first true winter. The snow fell without you, but the music was already warm. Since that day I've come to believe in what music can carry. The autumn wind entered first. At the edge of that breeze, a voice I knew so well quietly followed. At first I thought I was mistaken, maybe just the rustling of leaves, but hidden inside it was the tone only you used, a laugh that no one else had. Seasons have changed, and we've changed with them, but your voice, it still wraps around me in the same warmth as before. How have you been? It almost felt like you said that, your breath lingering at my ear. I thought I had forgotten, but it rises again at the end of the wind. You're still calling out to me, aren't you? Even with no words spoken, even just with our hearts, I've come to know we can reach each other still because of this wind today. So far away, but now you seem always near. Can you hear me? Sometimes I call your name too. More than words, deeper than gazes, we remember one another through wind, just like this again today. If I reach the end of this path someday, will you be waiting there for me? Your voice came first and made this day warmer. I think now I can finally say thank you. They said the first snow had fallen in the city where you once stayed. Someone short a message reached me, but before their words, what touched me first was that song drifting in from the window. In the past, I might have rushed there without thinking, not to see you, but to revisit the streets where that melody lived, the air of that day, the light of that moment, to hold it all once again. But now I know songs like snow disappear before they settle, and so I no longer chase them more than the words that said the snow had fallen there. It was that opening melody that made me ache. You weren't there, but still I had been walking all along, following that song I once your trace lingers in me like a flurry of snow.
Whenever the song we once shared starts playing somewhere, I quietly lift my head and begin to walk, not to find you, but to walk with the thought of you.
As long as that gentle melody exists, I don't need to arrive anywhere. I'm still walking, following the final thread of that song we loved, on a path where no one waits. Autumn sunlight slowly warms the air. In my hand, a paper cup steams softly, and there, in the rising mist, I saw your smile. I was walking alone on the path we used to share, but somehow following the shadows of the trees, I could hear your footsteps again, slow and kind, just like before. Above the coffee I sip, the song you used to love began to play on the rim of the paper cup where your lips would have touched. I felt your warmth still lingering. You're still smiling somewhere in my day. The breeze, the light, even the scent of this coffee, they all carry a trace of you. I don't need to say it out loud, I know it in my bones. Somewhere along this path you must be walking with me, just out of If I don't turn around, it almost feels like you're still here. You stay with me in the plainest moments without needing to speak. There's so much you left behind, more than I realized. Even a simple cup of coffee brings you back to me completely. As the coffee cools, my heart grows warmer. Only empty. Do I truly understand? You were smiling at me the whole time. Still are, even now.
It's so quiet, even my breath sounds unfamiliar. In place of sound, there are thoughts. In place of footsteps, memories follow. As if anything spoken would shatter the air. I stop walking, and for a moment I look back at the one called me. What brought me this far? What did I leave behind to come all this way? The silence leaves questions, and night falls without answers. I got lost in the silence. No one calls my name tonight. I ask myself and return to myself. Perhaps the past was me all along. The wind has stopped. Clouds no longer drift in this suspended time, and I stand with only silence in my hands. Left no footprints, time it offers no sign. So then, where am I now? I ask and ask again with no answer inside. I remain still within the silence. I got lost in the silence, but maybe losing my way was how I'd finally find it. The day I last let go of your hand, I held on to the warmth left on my fingertips for as long as I could. It's okay, it will be okay. Those words only circled inside my mouth. The wind was especially cold, and the sky unbearably clear. You said nothing, just slipped your hand away from mine. Since that day, I forgot how to hold anything. I slowly but clearly came to understand that the moments we once shared would never return again. Because I can't hold that hand again. I tried to embrace you only with my heart. As I passed the path we used to walk together, I softly whisper your name. Your hand that day, your warmth. My hands fumble through the air inside my pockets, as if trying to recall a familiar touch without anyone noticing. I swallow something, not a tear, but a breath. If I could hold that hand and smile once more, I thought I could give up anything else. But time just passed by, pretending not to notice my longing. And so even today I try to grasp the memory. I cannot hold that single hand that passed through my life, left me standing here for so long. Because I can't hold that hand again, I try harder to remember even the heart that left before the hand did. I embrace it quietly and call your name from the end of winter.
Back then I walked with no reason. It didn't matter where the road led. I just followed my feet and walked where the wind blew.
One afternoon along the riverside path, with no one passing by, on that long stretch of silence, I walked with only myself.
I didn't believe anyone was waiting for me, didn't expect anyone to understand my heart. I just let the wind push my back, slowly, quietly, step by step. The breeze would brush my shoulders, the sun would make my eyes squint, but I never shut them, because all of it made me feel alive. Sometimes I would stop just to gaze at the river flowing.
Within it flowed all the hours I had forgotten, without a word, without a trace.
up on that road, became an adult in that wind. All the stories I never told anyone, they scattered, carried away in the breeze. And even now, sometimes I walk that road again, with no memory or purpose, just because I miss the person I was. To walk where the wind blew was proof that I was still alive. The solitude of my youth took me far and brought me quietly back.
Sitting by the river, the early winter sunlight shattered softly over the surface. I watched in silence for a long time. The current flowed quietly, and the sunlight smiled as it brushed past. The wind had paused, even time seemed to hold its breath. Something deep within began to thaw. Thoughts, your final words, a warmth I thought I had forgotten. At the moment sunlight touched the river, I felt neither sorrow nor joy, just stillness as my heart flowed, breaking like light over water. Your face returned, rising within my white breath, then fading again. The winter afternoon was short and beautiful like that. With a heart neither heavy nor light, I look back at the flowing water. What passed, passed with the current. What remained, brushed by like light. Only the silent conversation continued inside me. What remained was the unwavering calm of winter. Just yesterday, the street was covered in fallen leaves. Perhaps the wind passed, perhaps it rained all night. All those leaves vanished without a trace. And in their place, a thought of you remained. I believed I had let it go, believed you disappeared, along with the passing season. But that empty space was calling out to me. Where the fallen leaves disappear, what remains is only the heart. Weightless, colorless, just a single heart, quietly shaking me, quietly shaking me, quietly shaking me. Even when everything fades, something always remains today. I learned that truth on that road. Wasn't abandoned, just returned to its place. You were there, and I had stopped there too. Only the leaves have gone, the memories still stay. Just because seasons pass doesn't mean everything disappears. Where the fallen leaves disappeared, could I disappear too? Did you? On the road that leads into winter, I find myself standing still again. La 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 la. Ooh. La It feels like snow might fall outside. A pale presence drifting near. I sit alone again tonight. Just holding a mug in silence. Where you used to sit, nothing remains. Moonlight still slips in through the sliver of curtain. I act like I'm fine, like it's all in the past. I hold out through this night as if I'm used to your absence. On this winter night without you, time moves slow and my heart feels cold. I thought I'd forgotten you, but it feels like snow will fall again, and your memory arrives first. The song we used to share, I hum it alone now. Your laughter's been replaced by silence stained with memory. I say I'm okay, that I really moved on. But this night keeps leaning toward where you used to be. I pretend I'm fine, as if everything's over. But this snow-covered heart doesn't know what to do without you. This winter night without you, your warm words frozen in air. I write your name on the window, then erase it, then write again, enduring yet another night. Where no one is here. The street lights begin to light up one by one, and the sky outside turns a soft pink. It's only in such moments that snow begins to fall deep within my chest.
The wind has nearly stopped and snowflakes fall in silence. A perfect evening to think of you. An evening when nothing happens.
I wonder if you're watching this snow too somewhere.
Does it quietly settle on your heart like it does on mine? Even without words, it feels like we could still connect somehow. At dusk, snow falls inside my heart. It covers the traces you left behind. No matter how I try, I can't erase you. Like a first snow,
Once more,
you fall into me. The snow piles up, but it doesn't warm me. The heart aches, but the pain is gentle. A name seeps quietly into the stillness. I whisper it again,
softly.
Seasons may change, but this dusk remains the same. Only the times we walk together keep coming back to me.
Somewhere
under this same sky.
Oh, you spent me, meant me too. I wish my longing could settle as lightly as this snow at dusk. In this heart where snow falls, your name melts into me. Even in moments I thought I'd forgotten, it's still you. This season is you. This season is you.
The air that crept through the window felt just like the day. A silent frozen morning. A cigarette between my lips, staring at the stars. I whispered your name at the edge of my mouth. Maybe it was the wind that called out your name last, taking even the trace of you within me. This frozen morning feels unfamiliar without you. Even as I breathe, you drift further away from me. I slip my cold hands into my pockets, walking the same road as yesterday, but this time without you. The season you once stayed in still lingers within me, but Winter came in such a hurry, without a final goodbye. The warmth vanished, slowly freezing inside me. In this frozen morning air, I let your name scatter, leaving only one memory that fades like a breath.
I remember the day the first snow fell. The afternoon was strangely silent. People hurried along, leaving trails of footprints. I just stood there for a moment. I still recall the air that day, so clear it made it hard to speak. That chill seeped quietly into somewhere deep within my chest. When I first started to like you, it felt something like that, as if you'd find out everything if I spoke. So I just kept walking along. The first snow that fell in my heart wasn't a season but a feeling. As the world turned white, your name gently began to settle inside me. Looking back, maybe since that day, something about me had changed. I became a little quieter, a little more at ease with solitude. You were beside me that day, but I don't think you knew that snow was falling inside my heart. I never said a word, so I buried the feeling just like that and kept it as quietly as that silent landscape. On the day the first snow fell in my heart, you may have heard nothing, but I had already been standing there, longing for you.
I told myself I wouldn't call you again. Made that promise over and over. But the quieter the night becomes, the more your name rests on my lips. Even though I know you're gone, even though I know it's over, your name alone refuses to disappear from within me. No answer in the air I speak to, no echo coming back, just me pretending to hold a conversation with you. I call out your name again, a word that halts at the edge of my lips, as if you could hear it somehow in the illusion of this winter night. I call your name. No one is listening, but maybe calling your name is my way of saying I'll never forget you. Covered by the sound of falling snow, I whisper your name faintly. If someone happened to pass by and I heard it, perhaps even that would be some comfort. Though I know my voice won't reach you, still I had to say, at the edge of this long night, one more time, your name. I call your name again, until my voice fades into the thicket, so your name won't disappear tonight again.
The time spent alone has grown longer than the time with someone. Even the emptiness in the room no longer feels unfamiliar in the morning. Suddenly, in this quiet mind, no one's name comes to me. Even thoughts have frozen still, an old habit of winter. Outside the window, the world still moves, but inside me it feels like everything paused. Maybe the reason I speak less is simply because I've grown used to being alone. That season has come again, days spent surviving under blankets, a dark room, old songs, cold coffee. Everything begins to resemble me, even this silence now no longer frightens me. I used to wait for someone, now the version of me who waited feels a bit unfamiliar. Love feels distant, peace is closer. Being alone doesn't mean being empty, just not being filled too full. That's what winter taught me. Wherever I am, it's okay. Even after losing someone, life carries on. I'm walking through this quiet winter of the heart. When the word alone stops hurting, maybe that's when spring will come. For now I'm still here, wordless but unbroken. First I forgot what day it was, then I lost track of the seasons. The habit of crossing out dates vanished quietly one morning. My reflection began to look unfamiliar, and the view outside changed without warning. Mornings blended into evenings. Winter looked no different from fall. I wasn't late to anything, but I arrived nowhere. I was just here, sitting in silence. I am the man who lost track of time. No memories to chase, no promises to keep, no waiting left to do. But I didn't collapse, I simply continued living as if paused. Even when someone waved at me, I didn't wave back, I wasn't gone. Just stepped aside from the stream that kept flowing. What I lost wasn't time, but my obsession with it. When the rush inside me ceased, I finally saw myself for who I truly was. Without tearing off calendar pages, the days passed by, and I began to live, not for the day, but for this very moment. I lost time, but found myself. I'm no longer in a hurry to be anywhere, and within the stillness, real time finally began to flow.
There were words that reached my lips but never left, sentences I should have thrown your way. The silence of that day froze the beating of my heart. Memories cold as winter air, those unspoken lines locked in a frozen moment. They're still lodged deep in my chest, brushing past with a quiet ache. I never knew I'd be haunted this long by the things I didn't say. But what we leave unsaid stays the longest. Words frozen in my chest, warmth that never reached you. If I had spoken just once, would it have changed anything? Even now, lost between those silences, I lose seasons and I lose you. That final time we sat together, I couldn't form a single proper word, not even a thank you, not even a sorry. Will these words ever thaw and melt away? Or will they sleep forever in this silence, cold as winter? If I could go back to that moment, would I be brave enough to speak? Would my voice find you? Just one line, just one breath. Now even if too late, I begin to speak. Though you'll never hear me, I still talk to you. Every word I left behind on that day, I speak them now. I stared into an empty cup, and only then did I begin to understand. To empty something was not an end, but a beginning. There were things I couldn't let go, memories, words, emotions, regrets. I held them tightly all this time, but somewhere along the way they grew too heavy to carry. Emotions I had stacked so neatly became walls I couldn't breathe behind. Though my heart was full, each day passed hollow and thin. To empty something was never about forgetting. Letting go was not the same as giving up. Slowly I came to know this. Now I empty myself to be filled. I no longer happiness is dulled by time. All the things I can no longer bear, I begin to set them down quietly one by one. Emptiness was not sorrow, it was the place where new breath softly landed. What emptiness gave me was lightness. What I thought I had lost finally turned back toward me, not into my hands, but into the open space I had made. Now I am filled again. In every part I emptied and surrendered, life returns, and in my hollowed heart your warmth begins to bloom, just like the very first time.
One left, one stayed, no goodbye, not even a word. Just the cold breath of winter softly brushing my back. Words from the past cut through me now. Things I never said, things I said too much. I echo them all again alone. Shall I hum your name into the silence? Let the unsaid feelings float quietly away. The song that once held you close is now mine alone to sing. The voice of the one left behind, melody still the same. Only you are gone. Snow falls beyond the window, and the season longs for warmth. But I am learning to settle into the chill of this time. Without you, little by little, the song doesn't vanish, it remains. Even in the place where love departed, it's the tune we once sang that still holds me up. And today again I hum that song, whispering your name inside. Even if you never hear, it's alright.
song remain along the path where you walked away. May my humming reach the song of the one left behind, never truly ends.
As if nothing had happened, as if no one ever knew. Maybe everything had already begun to quietly fall apart from that moment. Looking back now, was it that day, the moment I looked away first? The silence in your nod that seemed so ordinary. We simply laughed a little less, leaned on each other a little less. But perhaps between those spaces, our parting was already growing. The end is always quieter than the beginning. No one notices it until they're already standing inside it. Where did it begin, this quiet undoing of us? Did you notice? Did I pretend not to? Even the air of that day hurts now with clarity. Memory is cruel, every scene since that day comes back changed, as if it all meant something different. Even the smallest breath, a single word. Each other. And now I ask myself, where did the end begin? Like a question that never gets an answer. Time goes on, but I'm still here at the frayed edge of our ending. Only now can I hear what your silence was trying to say. Afternoon soaked in sunlight, you were leaning by the window, smiling softly. That moment, I still feel it at my fingertips.
Though many winters have passed, the way you spoke, the way you looked, they return clearly to me, they linger. Not because I can't forget, but because they were too warm. Even when the world feels cold, when I pull out those memories, it gets a little easier to breathe inside them. You quietly pat my back as if saying it's alright. They say time takes everything, but not quite everything. What's left in my heart, a fragment of warmth. That was you. Memories still breathe within me. Your laughter, your words, even your warmth, like clothes folded in a drawer, always nearby. When I pause on my walk, the streets we once wandered come rushing back in the wind. Your voice seems to echo, I still hear you. Even in the time that's past, I still remember you with such warmth. And just that is enough to make today less cold. Everything has flowed away, but you never really left me. Somewhere deep inside memory you still hold warm. The seasons change and even your name fades, but I know you live on inside me, as always, with that quiet, gentle hold. After the first snow passed, under the sunlit window pane, I found myself smiling without knowing why. Cracks had begun to form in my frozen heart. Thought I had grown used to days without you, but suddenly I was calling your name. With a quiet smile, the sorrow stayed the same, but something in my face had changed. The sky reflected in my coffee cup was unusually clear today, and a corner of my heart quietly melted where coldness used to dwell. Warmth began to stir. What I thought was winter was simply a long waiting for someone I loved
was blooming. There is no winter within me, even where you once stood. Sunlight now streams in, the wind whispers gently, I am still someone capable of loving. Watching falling leaves dance along the street, I stood still to be alive is to feel again, to bloom in the emptiest of places. Soft and warm, even your farewell has made me a gentleman, and so I grow. What I thought was a winter had always been a pause of spring, and now spring is waking. Now I can finally say the winter is over. Even without you, I am blooming again.
I sit on an empty bench, following a nameless breeze, with eyes closed for a long, long while. I reach nowhere, and so it wandered further. Where you once stood, snow melted and vanished. The memories I trusted twisted slowly with the seasons, becoming a landscape I could no longer name. Then where must I go? The road back has lost even its footprints, and the road ahead still remains unclear. Like someone walking without a map, I find myself strange to even myself. What was the end? And what was the beginning? Though time flows inside me, it feels as if it's standing still. Unspoken questions keep returning to the same place. Me, oh.
sky says nothing, the wind stays silent. I walk then stop and ask myself again, is this what it means to live? To keep asking without end. What made me walk again? Without answers, I continue to ask the same question. Then where now must I go as I walk through wordless falling snow? All is white, all is still. Snow falls without a sound. Upon an old bench a trace of warmth remains, as if someone had just left. Once a girl sat here before winter fully arrived. She quietly gazed up at the sky, left a single breath and walked away. Since then this bench has held a memory with no name. When the snow begins to fall, everything starts to vanish. Footprints, voices, laughter, all gently erased. Memories pile like snow, only to melt as if they'd never been. I sit on the bench once more, in the place where she once was. I reach out my hand, but only the cold air wraps around my fingers. White snow covers all, burying what must be forgotten, alongside what we long to keep. Though I still remember that season in white, the world tries to forget even that. I walk through falling snow, searching for her shadow, but the path always veers elsewhere. So I return to this bench, and for a moment I feel as though
I've become her. Where are you now? Have you forgotten too? I remain stuck in this season, watching the world turn pale. Only after everyone had gone did I begin to understand love. I sit again on the bench, as if I were your breath left behind. Let me melt into this season, waiting for your gaze, like the first snow. Snow falls once more, the world turns white again. All memories quietly disappear in this season of forgetting. On the final bend, a song remains.
The sky of winter I was seeing for the first time, and you walking slowly through it. I used Americano in one hand, a quiet warmth in the other. People gather to take photos, captured you with my eye. Through soft white breath, your gaze sharper than the season itself. In that moment, all noise disappeared, and the snowfall became a backdrop. Already buried in the snow. On a day when the world quietly changed, you began my winter, as if it had been promised somehow. I walked toward you without a word, and just as naturally stepped in beside
whole season came to life.
Stood there in silence, in an alley where even the wind paused. Your hands were gently held together, and you stood beside me, wordless. No words were needed. The snow spoke on our behalf. Between pale breaths in the air, my heart quietly turned towards you. That day, the snow was almost too quiet, and the space between us softly began to disappear. In the falling snow, something began, I realized then, that the sound of a heart opening resembles the sound of snow falling. You slowly looked at me, and I didn't look away. For the first time, I let my eyes linger in someone else's. There were no promises made, but I already knew this winter was going to be warm because of you. The snow kept falling, and we kept standing there, my heart ever so quietly, but certainly began to bloom. Slower than the first snow, but deeper in its tremble. In the falling snow, you became the first season of my heart. Winter was always dark, the sun left too soon, and shadows stayed too long when the cold bit at my nose. I usually said less and walked a little faster, but that no announcement, no sound. Just stepped into my winter with a smile warmer than any street lamp. When you smiled, the lights around us seemed to wake. The falling snow didn't feel like snow anymore. It sparkled like something alive. You're the one who made my winter bright. You were light to me, each white breath in the air melted something deep inside my chest. I looked at the snow clinging to your collar and thought for the first time that winter could be beautiful. Nothing changed in the world, but everything changed in me. There was no sunlight, no spring blossoms anywhere, but somehow you made me feel illuminated, brighter than any day I'd known. In the alley once full of shadow, I met you. The warmth that lit up everything quietly. Even now, standing beside you, the world no longer feels like winter. From the moment you stayed near me, winter became a season of light. I used to stop just outside of winter. When the cold wind came, I'd close every door and hide somewhere warm and small. But you quietly took my hand and gently pushed the door open, like someone who already knew warmth was waiting inside. I took one step and then another into the winter you opened for me. I walked with careful breath. You opened winter's door, and inside snowflowers bloom. Each breath sparkled like mist. It wasn't a season to fear, not with you there beside me. For the first time, I smiled toward the winter. Even under thick coats and scarf, my heart felt light. You told me winter isn't the end, but a beginning. That this this season would hold the most stories for us. I nodded and didn't let go of your hand from the moment that door opened. Something inside me changed. Even now beside you, I can face the winter. The door never closed again after you opened it for me. Those days where snow alone was enough to make me smile. Even the fog on the cafe window looked like something tender. Footprints laid on the street, kids ran without thinking twice. It would have been a good day even on my own. And then you appeared. That moment I understood. It wasn't the snow that made this beautiful, it was you. Your presence made everything glow. I love the snow, but I loved it more because you were here across this whitewashed world. Your colors spread like sunlight. Today became special because you were part of it. We had no plans, but the path we walked became its own kind of picture. The world seemed to revolve gently around us. Coffee cooled quickly, but our hearts never did. That afternoon with you across the table became the shape of my whole winter. The world kept snowing like always, and I smiled without a word. Your being here was more than enough for this season. I love the snow, but with you I fell in love with winter itself. Thank you for lighting up the coldest days of mine. blank spaces. You approached without a word, no reaching hand, no direct gaze. And yet I could feel it. You were quietly entering my world like snowfall, slowly but undeniably. Snow piled up and you sank into me. The silent hours we shared now begin to resemble you. Today I find myself buried in the season called you. Now I say your name first with a heart quieter than the snow. I reach to hold you without needing to explain a thing. Somewhere along the way I stopped imagining days without you. You moved in at a speed too soft to hear, but you became my daily rhythm. To quietly seep in is to become everything without anyone noticing. That's how you arrived at the deepest part of me. Like snow piling up, love to gather silently. And today I begin to melt gently within the warmth of you. When did it begin? Walking, running, rushing. I passed by even myself, never pausing long enough to notice. But then the first snow fell and the world grew quiet. Only then could I hear a voice that had long been asleep inside me. There are words you can only hear when you stop. There are faces you can only see in silence. And there was you. Stillness reveals the heart. Scattered thoughts settle like dust. And you quietly take your seat inside me. Now I understand. Love doesn't bloom in noise. It grows in the hush between breaths. On the day it snowed, we sat without speaking. No questions, just eyes meeting gently across the table. You were always beside me, but I was too busy to notice. Only when I stopped did I realize how deeply you had already love doesn't arrive loudly, it comes like snowfall, quietly, but enough to cover everything. Now I have stopped moving, and I see you clearly in the center of this quiet winter. My heart finally reveals itself. At first it was enough just to watch the world change. The trees turned white, snow piled on rooftops, and I stood still, content to observe. But slowly the landscape didn't stay outside. The white season began to seep gently into me, not with noise, but with presence. I laid myself on the blanket of snow. What once felt cold and distant now held me like something warm. Afternoon, I sit by the window and think of you. Even the air from the day you smiled feels folded into this season somehow. It brought me back to myself, and within this season I finally learned to look inward. And there in the stillness you were waiting, not speaking, person from within. Right now, my soul holds a winter we share together. streets grew quieter. Colors faded, voices softened, and everything became simpler. In that stillness I began to let go. Unspoken fears, unnecessary words, and feelings I had stacked like clutter. Snow hid everything, but somehow what truly mattered stood out more clearly, like the honesty in your eyes. In a world covered in snow, I learned to be simple. Love didn't need to be grand to be real. Words could be few and still deep, and one path walked together could feel like the whole world. I looked at your face for a long while without needing explanation. Winter taught me that some things are precious just as they are. Winter slowly untangled the complicated parts of me, and in what remained there was you. We don't need to hold much to feel full. That's what I learned from a wide and quiet world. When all else is simplified, the truly precious things appear. And in this winter stillness I learned what love really is. When did we grow close? I can't recall the exact moment. All I know is one day our footprints began to align. We laughed at the same things, paused at the same views. There were no promises, but we stayed quietly within each other's presence. Like snowflakes falling from separate skies, we drifted gently and somehow settled beside one another. Like snowfall
quickly drifted and ended up right here. And even now, with no grand declarations, I find myself wanting to stay beside you through this whole winter. Like snowfall, we lifted then quietly came down into the same space. And now we have become each other's season. The season began in silence. Neither of us said a word about winter, but in our eyes something had already begun. As snowflakes gathered outside the window, we slowly sat across from each other. Our hearts began to lean quietly toward each other's warmth. If someone had asked, we would have said we were just passing winter. But in truth, the snowflakes were already whispering on our behalf. Snowflakes whispered our winter, the smile without a word, fingertips almost brushing, just being together was enough. The world was still, but our hearts were moving. When I brushed the snow from your coat, I didn't need the word love. I learned the feeling of simply standing in falling snow together. Our winter held no grand promises, only small gestures, quiet sighs, and every one of them was full of truth. Snowflakes still fall, and though we say little, I know now, even without speaking, we understand each other. The snow knew all along, you were my winter. Today too, the snow is falling, you're still here beside me, and our winter
fall. You and I didn't face each other, yet somehow our hearts had already touched. In a world muted by white, even a single breath carried truth. The silence didn't hide things, it revealed them. I saw your hands tremble, your lips perched shut, as if words would betray what was real. And in that moment I read the heart behind your quiet truth and why silence. Nothing was spoken, but everything was said. Since that day I've known that love sometimes hides not in words, but in silence. When you turned your head, I saw the snow on your cheek. I didn't brush it away, I didn't ask anything. That was the day your sorrow reached me. Winter didn't conceal, it covered everything, and in doing so let honesty shine through. When you walked across that stillness, I finally saw the truth. We didn't speak, not a single word, but in that frozen moment, in that white air, we understood each other completely. Truth had taken a seat between us. Now I know, in the quietest moments, the deepest love is revealed. And in white silence I met you. Truly, for the first time.
When I opened the window, the whole world looked as if it had just begun. Bathed in dazzling white light, a stillness that nearly took my breath away. I never knew a beginning like this could exist. Even the same old street looked like another country. Once the snow had fallen, walking with you on this road felt like stepping into a fairy tale. Our footprints pressed side by side, and I was meeting a version of myself I'd never known. Love, it doesn't grow in the familiar, but in the thrill of the unknown.
like the season we've welcomed together. Winter opened a new world, and there we were. Everything was a beginning, everything was gentle. The moment I held your hand, I was born again into this radiant world with you. No fireplace, no warm tea, but your breath was the only warmth I needed, and that was enough. Even the locked door to my heart was opened by the season. Instead of fear, I chose to walk with you by your side. The whole world was remade from the start. The trees, the road, the sky, and me, all reborn because of you. In the falling snow, you became my first world, and in it, I finally let myself go. Smiling together, we walk on into this new world. We didn't say much, we didn't rush to ask what the other liked or feared. We simply found out slowly with time. We chose the same cups of tea, walked at the same pace. It wasn't that we became alike. We had just been watching each other long enough to gently take on each other's colors. Snow makes no sound as it falls, but it changes everything. That's what happened to us. Quiet ships, and nothing was ever the same again. Quiet layers of you and me without big words. We began to wrap around each other like snow, filling the space in between us softly until we became a single quiet landscape. Some days you felt like my heart, other days I felt like yours. Names disappeared, so did borders. All that remained was the fact we were here together. The world will change, so will we, but what we've built together won't melt so easily.
if we grew to resemble each other without trying. A miracle only time can give. By the time the last snow falls, we're no longer you and me. We are one shape, one silence, folded into each other like snow on snow.
Snow falls silently upon us, as if it all begins here. Even breath pauses, quietly, purely, it settles. At first it was just another cold season before we met each other, a winter meant to pass by like any other, nothing more. But in that snow we came to exist for the first time. When you looked at me and I felt you, an unnamed feeling began to bloom. Without knowing, we became a part of this quiet season. Even before words were spoken, our hearts had already begun to speak. With snow, we came to exist. In this white fleeting moment, for the first time, I became real. Beside you, we carve time that won't fade. Now we walk towards something eternal. This is not just a passing memory, not a love that melts away. Our footprints remain beneath the snow, etched where time cannot touch. Some say snow melts in the end, but we know this winter snow opened the gate to forever. With snow, we came to exist, not by chance, but by fate. Even if all seasons halt, here we are, still calling to each other in this white world. much in the same silent world. The snow came slowly as if composed like notes falling gently onto a melody made of light. And in that moment our hearts moved with it. When your lips are ready to speak, fell silent, something else began. Between your breath and my stillness, a song took shape. A song of snow on moonlight, you and I listening without a word to the most beautiful silence we'd ever shared. Love didn't speak, it drifted, becoming the melody of night. A snowflake landed on the back of your hand. I only watched a single moment, rang through my entire heart. Some songs aren't born of voices, but bloom between sky and sky. That night we held such a song quietly in our hearts. Beneath the moon, between your eyes and my heart, the snow kept singing. The quietest night held the clearest feeling, and we let it flow. The song we heard that snowy night with the moon still lives in me. The moonlight has faded, but that music, that love, still sings quietly within. Snow, the sky sparkled not with stars, but with frozen light. The edges between light and dark were blurred in quiet fog, and in that haze you appeared. Everything else was dim, but you were clear, as if you were the only color in a colorless world. I couldn't look away, I didn't need to call your name. You were already lighting up every part of me. Beneath the white sky you shine. The world was still and only your eyes kept me breathing. It wasn't the sun that defeated the darkness, it was you. Even the silence between us sounded like music with you there. Even the night began to glow. Until you place them softly in front of me. than the stars, and in your breath I found the warmth of an entire world. You were the one who glowed, and a need to coloring white. I remember one thing, you walking toward me in that quiet, colorless world. You truly shined. We walk without maps, just two fools in a field of snow. I kick the powder, you laugh so hard you almost fell. You tossed a snowball I missed on purpose, your hands caught mine. And for a moment we forgot how cold it was. La la la, love sounds like this, not grand, just soft, like our steps melting into the snow. Love spread through snowflowers, each flake a word unspoken. I couldn't say it, but you heard me. It was there in the quiet between breaths. You hummed a tune with no name, I joined in, not knowing the notes, but feeling them anyway. Was it the snow, or was it you that made this world feel new? I didn't know love could be this playful. Through each snowflower our hearts spoke louder. No songs, no words, just la la la. And the look in your eyes saying everything. La la la, you smiled. I knew in that white fleeting garden of snowflowers, love bloomed between you and me. Snow piled quietly outside the window, covering everything as if to erase all traces. But I knew nothing had vanished, it was only hidden. Your smile, my
nothing was happening, but inside of me the feeling never stopped moving. No matter how deep the snow fell, it couldn't bury this warmth. I wonder, did you feel it too? Snow can't hide this heart. I kept my face still, but my eyes couldn't help but confess. Sometimes love appears first as a quiet shadow of what we truly feel. When you turned away, I couldn't move. Only the truth in my chest kept rising, a truth that refused to be silenced. Trying to hide love doesn't make it disappear. My heart was already living in your season. I still said nothing, but like footprints left in the snow, my feelings remained clear and unmoved, even with the snowfall. Surely you could still feel me then. The world may cover everything in white, but this love was always going to show. Too vivid to vanish, too honest to stay hidden, and all of it was for you. We held back our words, not because they weren't there, but because they didn't wait to be said. As the coffee cooled and snow drifted outside the window, we sat together quietly without a rush or reason, just being. And somewhere in that hush, silence became radiant, brighter than sound. The quiet between us began to glow. Bright silence with us at its center. Without a single word, we shared everything. Love doesn't need to shout to shine, and this moment was proof of that. I saw myself in your eyes, you lingered in mine. Between us there was something clearer than explanation, something real.
time when silence felt heavy, but now I know love can shine without saying a thing. In this quiet space we look toward the same